What I like, of course, to create here is the Identity Manager On-Demand Starling Edition. So looking into my webpage, there's just one product that relates to this, Identity Manager On-Demand Starling Edition. And I start always with a trial. Even if I want to create a productive environment, it is necessary to start with the trial. I click on trial and I get my first form. In that very specific form, I have to select my country. Very easy. That's Germany. It's pre-selected. I have as well to select an area in Germany where I'm living. For example, I can use Berlin here. And then I have to select the industry where I'm working from. There is just a list that shows me a lot of different choices. I'm looking for something that is like IT or training or something like that. Let's see. And the only entry that is fitting here, that is of course software, hardware and technology. So let's take that. And with confirm, I can get my next screen. As you easily can see, here I started with, this is Identity Manager On Demand. You see now the trial is grayed out. That means there's something other else. And this is because here on the top, you easily see now my Identity Manager On Demand Starling Edition tile. And what's now to do is just to create the environment. Therefore, I click just on the tile. Logging into that portal here and try to create my environment, you can easily see that you have the choice on the one hand side to create a proof of concept trial, or on the other hand side now to create a production environment. However, you see also that the right side shows closed locks, which means I can't select the one or the other. The reason for is that here another step in between is necessary. For all the people from the outside, that means partners and customers watching that video, it is now time to contact a One Identity sales representative. This person will allow you at the end to get access to the functionality behind. I will now just use an internal process to get my proof of concept trial to set free, and after that we will see us again here and we will create a proof of concept trial. Just another day and another try. In the meantime, my request was processed. That means your request to a One Identity sales representative to get functionality configured to use your Starling subscription in case of on-demand is now processed, and that sales representative told you that you now can sign in and configure your environment. To do so, you will just click on sign in, and you need to enter your credentials. I have to choose here my data center. This is only to get the access. I have to accept the policies, and then I have to enter my email address as I did it before. And in my case, I stored my password so that the password is here pre-selected, and I can just sign in. The one or the other will just ask why it is that complicated to get access to this environment. And the reason is, of course, for security purposes. If you offer a service like this, then you have to ensure that bots or scripts can't automatically generate a bunch of such environments, because that will cost the performance of all, and it will generate costs, and of course it will make the system more vulnerable for any attackers. This is the reason for that process, and that is the reason why you have to wait on that approval from your sales representative. Now we are signed in. I can click on, as before, Identity Manager On Demand Starling Edition. And of course, what happens, I see the same form than yesterday, but what you see now is that the functionality to get the proof of concept trial here, this is now selectable. Yeah? The lock disappeared, and you can now start to select that environment. This is exactly what I like to do. Therefore, I click on the link. Now I have to choose some options. First of all, I have to select the right data center. Yeah, there was a data center selection before, you remember, North America and European Union. But however, what you now can see here is a more fine granular data center location. So we have, of course, here Australia, we have the European Union, India, United Kingdom, United States. In this case, I will go with the European Union because I'm living in Germany. That is the right choice. If you see a location which is more near to you, then it is a good idea just to select this. Then I have to enter, of course, a short part which at the end helps me to build my URL later on. So I need an identifier for my organization. One identity technical enablement is good enough for me. And with that, I can now set up the deployment. When this screen happens, it's now time for a nice meeting or a cup of coffee or something else, because what happens now in the background is that the environment will just provision for you. This can take some time, and that is the reason why we see us in some minutes again.